Hey guys, it's George. Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be getting stuck into the stage outfits from Blackpink's The Show concert. The looks from this concert are just incredible. Nothing was held back. The colours, the embellishment, the silhouettes, like these looks are everything. If you are new to my channel, I also have a playlist all about Blackpink's airport outfits. I'll leave that linked in the description box so you can check it out after watching this video. If you're new to Fashion Expert Reviews, let me explain how it's going to work. I'm going to be going through all of the group looks from the show, pulling out details, talking about the silhouettes, all of the beautiful embellishments, etc., talking about the concept, all that good stuff. And then I'm going to be rating the looks out of 10. And because it's Blackpink, I'm going to be rating out of 10 light sticks. I just think the light sticks are so cute, so... Okay, let's start off with the looks from As If It's Your Last. What I love about these looks is that they're all monochromatic, but they're very graphic. If you are a regular viewer, you know I love a really graphic black and white look. They've all got different tones of white on, off-whites, pure whites. Jisoo's got that beautiful like embellished corset like going right underneath, and then they've literally like embellished all of like the lines of boning. So good. Rosé's look is giving me like snow princess vibes. She looks like she's ready to go skiing. I love this. I love that like it kind of looks like it's got this like pinky sheen to the fabric. I think this is actually a puffer coat that they like cut up and made into these pieces. I think that's what I saw online anyway. But I love the fact then she's got those knee-high like puffer boots. It's just so exaggerated. It's so much fun. I love the fact she's got her split in the skirt and then the black shorts underneath. It gives it a really interesting silhouette. And even though this is like puffer fabric, is from a puffer coat, the silhouette is still giving her a really nice shape on the body. Looking at Lisa's outfit, I think it's a lot more casual than the other members, but I think that's a really good reflection of her personal style. I really like the shorts. They're hitting her right at the waist, really snatching her in, and then their flies open and they're folded over. There's like a branded line of underwear underneath. It's just like cool streetwear vibes, and then she's got that layered like bralette over that little crop t-shirt with all of the chains, those like fluffy like Yeti boots. There's definitely kind of like a winter wonderland theme going on with like her and Rosé's looks. I really like this look. The silhouette on her is so good. She always looks fantastic, but I just think the other members' outfits have like more going on. As I said right at the start, what I like about Jisoo's is that she's got that beautiful like bodice on, and then they've stoned where the boning would be, like under the bust, like coming down to the waist. The silhouette is really nice, but I feel like her look is more like cutesy than the other ones with that full like fluffy white skirt. Do you see what I mean? But I like the fact that they're mixing like the hard and the soft, like that black like snatched like bodice with that fluffy white skirt. It's really cute. I think all of her looks throughout the show have definitely had like more of like a cutesy like girly vibe about them compared to the other members. My favorite has to be Jennie's. I love that black and white print, like that off-white. It's just such a good fucking print, and I love the shape of this like mini dress. And when I say mini, I mean mini. Is it a top? Is it a dress? I don't know. I'm gonna say it's a mini dress, and then she's got the shorts on underneath, but the silhouette of it, that top piece that folds over, there's something vintage about it. She's got that belt really pulling her in at the waist, and then it's flaring out. The silhouette is so good. And then she's got those like, I can't decide if they're like chaps or like a suspender boot, but oh my God, drama. I'm so here for this. You can see that they kind of look like a cowboy boot, but they're actually like just fabric that then go over her trainer. I think it's just so sick. It really makes her look unique compared to the other members, and just the overall silhouette, like I'm fangirling so hard. As soon as I saw this, I was like, love it. I'm gonna go ahead and give these looks 10 light sticks. These looks are fantastic. They're strong, they're graphic. Jennie's look, I'm obsessed. Like I think Jennie and Rosé's look from these four are like my top faves. Moving on to looks from How You Like That. Blown away. I think these four personally are like the strongest looks from this whole show. Just like the colors, the embellishments, the silhouettes. This is what I was saying at the start when I was like, there was no holding back here. Starting with Rosé's, what I love is the combinations of fabrics that they've used. She's got these really hard metal, like floral pieces at the bust and on her hips. And then she's got this sparkly, like silver mesh. It looks like chainmail. Just the contrast of these two, like shining on camera, like the hard and then the soft, it just looks really fucking great when she moves. It's strapless. You can see those clear straps. She's got those black shorts underneath and then those white combat boots up to the knee. Again, the palette is very like monochromatic, playing with grayscales, playing with shine. It is so great. Like, I honestly love like the exaggerated like hips and bust. It just looks fantastic on her. And then how that silver is like draping around like this. So smartly cut. Watching the performance, you can see that on Rosé, Lisa and Jennie's look, they've all got something about their looks that move. Rosie's got those little pieces of the chainmail that move as she dances. Jennie's got that piece of red fabric like coming down into like a fishtail. And then Lisa's got those big, beautiful like plumes of feathers. So when they move, it just looks so good. It would have made more sense if Jisoo had something as well, because then all four of them would have had like something that moved with them. Hers doesn't have anything, but then hers is still so eye-catching where it's like pure brilliant white. What's so great about Jennie's is, first of all, red looks fantastic on her. What I like about this is how it's kind of asymmetrical. You can see that the bust, one side comes up higher than the other. You've got all of those roses embellished. You've got the side where it comes right down and wraps into the waist, which will really give her a nice shape at the waist. And then we can see that on one hip, she's got roses placed again, tumbling down. And that's where she's got that like piece of fabric giving her like a fishtail vibe. I just think the red is so eye-catching on her. And I like the fact that they're really playing with the silhouettes in these looks. Like, do you know what I mean? It would have been so easy just to have done like a normal like corset, but the fact that they're playing with like the asymmetric placement of the flowers, it's just so beautiful. Jisoo stands out for me because it is that pure brilliant white, as I said earlier. And then what's really nice about hers is how she's got these little like, not loose, but like the crystals aren't completely like stitched down to the outfit. They're just attached at the top. So she has like a little bit of movement there, but it's not as much as the other members. And then I think what's interesting about Jisoo's as well, they've really exaggerated the hips. You can see it not so much from the front, but more so when she's like moving from the side. You can see that it really like sweeps out like this over her hips and over those shorts. I like the fact that hers is, it's different to the other members of the group. Like, she's got the white shorts with that really nice like lace detailing. It's very like I said, like pure and like innocent. Whereas I feel like the other members, there's something like a bit more like sexy about theirs. My favorite has to be Lisa's. It's just so bold. I just think it's such a fun silhouette, and you can see that the sparkly like meshy fabric is the same as Rosé's, but obviously it's green and it's been constructed in a completely different way. Like I said, it's just so much fun, and the movement it gives her as well. She's got this like asymmetric piece of that mesh at the back, which comes down a lot lower. So that gives her great movement when she spins, but also just like the movement of the fur. Like, she doesn't even need to move that much, and it will move where it's so light. And watching the performance, you can see as well that there are little teeny tiny feathers that have been spread throughout that mesh. So she's got like that big like poof of it on her hip, and then you can see it like spread across the hem of the skirt. It's just teeny tiny details that like pick up in the light, but it's just so stunning. And why hers is my favorite is because it's fun, it's different. Like, you don't see fur in anyone else. It's not fur, it's feathers, isn't it? Green feathers, green sparkle, like that's brave, that is bold, and she looks fantastic. I'm gonna give these looks 9 light sticks. I really love them. I just feel that like Jisoo's needed like that little bit of like extra movement like all the other members had. I feel like that's the only thing that I would like add in, but other than that, perfection. Moving on to Sour Candy, these looks are literally perfect for this song. Like, Jennie's look has given me like Parma Violets. It's definitely like candy, like sweet shop vibes, definitely playing with the whole like innocent but bad thing. So great. Jennie's and Rosé's have to be my favorite, so let's go to them first. I really love this lilac colour on Jennie, and I like the fact that they're mixing matte with that like sequin short, and she looks so good in that short that sits right up at her hips because it really accentuates her waist and then the shape of her hips. It's so good. And then this top is like a bodice with like those massive like exaggerated shoulders. So good. What I really like about the bodice is the shape of it. You've got that square neckline, and then you've got the bodice where it like swoops up and it comes around her back, and then you've got the massive over exaggerated sleeves. The silhouette overall, it just works so well, and like some people might be like swallowed by like those giant shoulders. It might not suit their body, but it just looks fantastic on her. And then it's like the small details. You've got those earrings in the same color, same fabric, I think, like the little bows, super cute. And then as I said earlier, it's like playing with the ideas of like innocent but bad. She's got like the really cute like little pigtails, and then like the high, like knee-high white socks. Do you know what I mean? It's just mixing those elements of like the corsetry, the elements of lingerie. Is definitely like that kind of vibe in my opinion. I like rosés for the same reason as Jennie pretty much. It's the silhouette, those shoulders. She's got this like almost like harness strap coming across the chest, and then the shoulders, and they're like this ruffled pink lace. It's so exaggerated, but it's in this like really soft, like feminine, like flouncy fabric. It looks so great. This color on her is amazing. Like she looks really great in pink. Rosé has then got on this like sparkly like matching set, little bralette, the little skirt. You can see that there's this ruche detailing going up the sides, and this like lettuce edge like frilly detailing on the hem of the skirt. It's just very soft and feminine, but then it's in this like black sparkle. So again, mixing like femininity with those like hard edges. And then like the little pink bows in her hair, again, like braided down into pigtails, mixing the whole like sweet but bad thing. So good. I just love the fact that her and Jennie can pull these silhouettes off, because that's not an easy silhouette to pull off. I do like Jisoo's. This shape on her is really good. Again, like coming in at the waist, like that shape under the bust, and then that full skirt. But I think it's too similar to the first look that we spoke about. The silhouette is pretty much identical. For me, I just think this looks a bit too sweet. It's still a great look, but I feel like the other members, there's more of a mix of that like naughty but nice. But from this, I'm only getting like nice vibes. Like I want to get like a little naughty vibe in there as well, do you know? Still a fantastic look. She looks great, but it's just not my favorite from this set. Lisa's outfit is just amazing. The detail, and like I've been talking about, that balance between like naughty and nice here is just perfect. It's giving me like Lady Marmalade vibes, kind of like Harley Quinn vibes with the bunches. Again, very sweet, like the pigtails, and then she's got like the pink like lingerie, and then she's got like the black lace coming out, again like the soft and the hard vibes, and then she's got like the ripped tights giving it that grungy edge. Do you see what I mean? This has like that perfect balance of like naughty and nice, whereas Jisoo's was just nice. Do you see the difference? What I like about all of these looks, and to be honest, most of the looks throughout this show, is that they're all playing this idea of like corsetry and like lingerie. But Lisa's look, I would say, is the closest to that. It's probably the most traditional, of that corset like laid over that little frilly skirt and like the little bra underneath. And then those like ripped tights kind of giving us like a suspender vibe. I feel like this is like the closest to lingerie. I'm gonna give these looks 9 light sticks. I love the naughty and nice vibe. It goes with the song, and then like all of the elements of like lingerie, corsetry, the big exaggerated shoulders on Rosé and Jennie's. So fantastic. I just wish Jisoo's had like a naughtier edge. The final looks we're going to talk about in today's video are the looks from Pretty Savage / Do 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 Do. These looks are fantastic. It's giving me like mod vibes, 60s vibes, especially Jennie's with that like houndstooth, but they're still playing the idea of corsetry, like those exposed bones. Jisoo's got that corset on with all of the feathers at the top. Lisa's got that like extremely exaggerated belt that's like flaring out at her hips. It's so amazing. Also, me and Jennie are low-key matching. I definitely picked the shirt on purpose, just so you are aware. I needed to make that happen. Let's start with Jennie's look. It is my favorite. The silhouette on her is fantastic. It kind of ties into the previous looks that we talked about as well, with that short that sits right up on her waist and it comes down and gives her that beautiful shape at the hip. The bust shape on her as well, that square neckline tying into the previous look, but it's a really nice shape on her coming across and then up. It is a hard neckline to pull off, but she does it so well. I love the mixture of the textures in this and like how visual it is on the eye. That houndstooth black and white, and then you've got those really thick solid pieces of black like under the bust, and then the boning coming down with that sheer fabric. It's just like, I've watched this a lot of times to analyze these looks, and every time I'm just like, Jennie's, because I just love the mixture of those fabrics and those lines. It looks fantastic, and the way it fits her. 10 light sticks for Jennie. Jisoo's look here, this is my favorite Jisoo look from the looks that we've analysed. She's got that silver like meshy chainmail fabric that Rosie was wearing in her previous look, and then she's got the feathers around the bust. I wish she had some feathers in her look because it just would have given her more movement, and you can see what I mean here. The movement as she moves, just like the wind blowing, do you know what I mean? It just gives it a little saying extra, and like that. Do you know what I mean? Like some white feathers on that white like bodice that she was wearing earlier. Yes, it's what it needed. I love this, the high waist, like those like crystal like belt and pocket details. It kind of looks like a skirt, you know, that like thing that used to be a trend years ago. I think it looks really good. It gives her a really nice shape like this, and then she's got those knee-high boots. This is my favorite Jisoo look. Like out of the show. I love Lisa's look. I like the fact that the corset, it's tying into the corset from the looks that we just talked about. It's very similar with that like frilly edging across the top. And then it's kind of like they've crossed like her previous outfit with Rosé's previous outfit, because now she's got that like almost like harnessy detail going across the shoulders, coming down with these long embellished sleeves. And then it's that belt, I believe it's Alexander McQueen, that really snatches her in at the waist, and then it's got the leather pieces that flare out. It just gives her this really beautiful shape on top of the corset as well, because that corset is really going to be emphasizing her waist. Obviously she's dancing around in it. She's not like snatched in so much she can't breathe. That's not really, it's like a corset myth. Go YouTube search Bernadette Banner if you want to learn more about that. What's really nice about Lisa's look as well, you've got all of the stoning work coming down like the bones of that bodice on the straps, and it ties into those like sparkly shorts that she's wearing underneath again that have this beautiful like pattern going like this around like the shape of the pocket. I think what's really good overall about these looks is that they all tie into each other. They've like reused like silhouettes or certain elements from other looks, so they all tie together and become cohesive. Rosé's look is another favourite from this set. Hers and Jennie's are definitely giving me like a 60s mod vibe. Jennie's because of that black and white houndstooth graphic and the fit of those shorts, and then Rosé's because of all of like the circles, like those shiny circles like graduating down into smaller circles. Again, it gives her fantastic movement. Look at this bit where she like swishes her hips. So good, so satisfying. The way they've styled this, in my opinion, is perfect. She's got that incredibly like statement sparkly skirt, and then she's got that plain black crop top, and then she's got the silvery like glittery sleeves coming down, so the balance of it is just perfect. Like, think if the crop top was sparkly as well, it would just be a bit much, but they've balanced it out because she's got that plain black short underlayer and then the plain black crop top, and then all of her sparkle is like going on the arms and like on the top of her legs, so it balances it out. These looks have to be 10 light sticks from me. Jisoo's giving me that like little naughty vibe I wanted from like the previous set. I love that 60s mod vibe that Jennie and Rosé are serving up. And then Lisa's, I love the fact that all of her looks pretty much from the show have been more traditional when it comes to like lingerie and corsetry. And I feel like you could take any of her looks and place them into like a really like high end like burlesque club, do you know what I mean? And you would see those looks there. There's definitely something more like burlesque about her outfits compared to the other members, and I just rate it so much. I honestly had the best time filming that. I really do love watching all of the live performances, all of the choreography. I like seeing all of the stage outfits and how they move. I think that's the thing, like movement is a big thing to me. Like when the clothes like move with the choreography, it just like takes it to another level. Please let me know in the comments who has your favorite look from the show. I think Jennie and Rose have my favorite looks, like looking back, but Lisa in that green, girl. What you should do next is check out my Blackpink airport outfits playlist. I'll leave a little card up here in the corner screen for you. But thank you so much for watching, and thank you to everyone who has subscribed. You are amazing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.